Hi, hope you're doing great. I'm Jemo the Builder, and welcome back again to Jemo Builder YouTube channel, where exactly that we talk all about affordable housing and how exactly you can be able to really build a house very affordably without really breaking your bank account. And so on this video, I'm going to be explaining to you on how exactly you can be able to really build or some of the aspect, explaining to you some of the aspects that you can actually really put in place so that then you can be able to design and build very affordably. So on what exactly that you can see on your screen is actually a very simple two-bedroom house design that we're doing for a client. And of course, I take this opportunity to really welcome you back and explain to you how this design look like. Right? So then, of course, it's more of giving you an inspiration of some of the things that you can do so that then you can be able to really build something for yourself, or else you can do what exactly that we call a starter home, if not a dream house. So as you can see, and of course that I've always said, is that one of the things that actually you have to really look into when you want to build affordably is that you have to really think more about the size of the house, because everything kept constant. As you build a bigger house, it simply means that it's going to be more expensive, more than somebody building a smaller house. So it's very most important to really keep in mind that concept. It doesn't really matter what exactly material you're using. It doesn't matter really the technology or anything. So long as you build a bigger house, it's going to cost you more, right? So keeping everything constant, right? So these are very simple two-bedroom. As you can see, we have the front, which is very simple, but yet very elegant. And of course, as you note in architecture, is that as things are kept at a minimum, of course the house becomes beautiful and everything. When it's kind of decluttering. It's like we say that best architectural design is when you try to kind of eliminate or declutter as much as possible and remove so many things, because then we understand that we say that less is more, right? So let's dive in and see how exactly this look like. Of course, the front facade is very simple. We have a very big window, which is going to be the front window for the lounge. So the front, we have the lounge, and of course on this right hand we have the window, which is for the kitchen. So as you can see, it's very minimalist. So here we have cladding, kind of mazella or any kind of material. You can use tile or any, there is mazellas, there is any kind of a cladding, there is a bush hammered stone. And of course here you can do kind of a plastered keying. Yeah, so those are some of the things that actually you can do. Now on this side, you can see we just did a simple cantilevered beam, which now gives the house a more of kind of a modern look and everything. And of course now as you step in, you can see we have really put 3 steps here, which makes the house a little look good. And of course you note that for you to really make a very good design, an elevated house is always looks good, so that then you can have maybe probably a minimum of 2 steps on the front. So the window here on the front is actually a 6x8, no, a 6x5. Yes, 6x5. And of course now on the entry point we have this good door, around 1 meter door, and of course this door leads us to the sitting area, but of course we're gonna look into it later. Then on this side, on the side, we don't have anything, just to reduce the cost of construction. And of course here you can see we have these 2 vertical columns, which are made of building blocks. Yeah, so that then also reduce the cost. Of course now this is the rear view of the house, and of course we have the 2 windows for the bedrooms, because then on the back side now we have the bedrooms and the common toilet. Remember that this is a very simple 2-bedroom house with only 1 bathroom, and so we have the center being the bathroom window. And of course now on this side we don't have anything, and of course now you go back to the front. So let's look a little bit of the roof design. So the roof design is actually very simple. We are using a hidden roof design, so that then we can be able to really lower the cost of construction. And as you can see, And of course, as you have noticed, is that there's a lot of people, and particularly for folks who have really built houses with hidden roof, really complaining more about leakages and a lot of nuisances that comes with a hidden roof. But one of the things that I always advise people is that if you really want to do a better hidden roof that is not going to have a lot of issues to do with water, it's quite important to ensure that all your drainage, all your gutters are actually on the exterior side of your house, not at the center, or any form of water actually being collected at the center of the house. So as you can see, this one, we have collected all the water on the back, and then it is only hidden on the three faces, but then on the back side you can be able to see the roofing of the mabati, and then the gutter actually really drains the water all the way to the ground floor, or if all the way to the underground tank, or you can have tank somewhere else. One of the reasons why you might choose this type of a roof is actually because it's actually very cheap. Let me show you how exactly you're going to really arrange your timber and explain to you. As you can see, this is how the roof is going to look like, and of course you're going to use a very minimal number of timber. As you can see, the rafters which are actually landing, these are the rafters. These you can see kind of thick. They're the rafters which are going to really bear the weight of the roof. And this one you use a 4x2. Mostly you can use Cypress or you can use a Blue Gum. Blue Gum 4x2 might go for around 40 shillings from where I'm coming. I'm recording this probably in Kiambu and in the warehouse of Nairobi. And probably on other places, probably if you are closer to where you have the source of timber is actually probably closer or cheaper, then it might be cheaper than 40 shillings. And then of course you're going to have the 2x2, which are going to be the parings, which exactly you're going to really now have nail the roof and everything. So you might find that the 4x2 might be only around 180 feet, and then the 2x2 might be around 200 feet, and then you are done with that roof. So if you do your math, you can be able to note that that's a very affordable roof, unlike where exactly you're told that you need around probably 300 or 400,000 to really do just the roofing part, right? So that's the roof, and that's how exactly it's going to look like. So let's go inside and see how exactly the house now looks on the interior, right? So immediately you come into this door, you're going to be led into the sitting room, and of course, as you can see, straight on this wall you're going to have the TV wall. You can use the fluted panel, and also you can have the marble sheet as your TV wall area, which always looks good. Then you can have like 3-seater or 4-seaters, and then you can have your TV wall there. Then the other wall, which is leading to the bedrooms, you can actually do a little bit of wainscoting, and do some decor, and then give it also a kind of what exactly we call the focal wall. It can be also a focal wall, or it can be a wall where you can do a little bit of design. And of course, now as you go on this side, this is where we have the bedroom space. And of course, now we have the 2-bedroom, the 2 doors leading to this bedroom door, and also this bedroom door. And of course, now this leads to the common toilet. Now, on this side, because then we have an open plan kitchen, you can see we have a very beautiful kitchen here, which is very functional actually. And as you can see, we have everything catered for within this space of actually 8x7 kitchen. A very modern and very simple yet very sophisticated kitchen, and very neat and with a lot of straight lines, but with a lot of plenty of storage. You can see we have the lower cabinets, ample of storage, and of course we have the upper cabinetry also for the storage purposes also. And of course here we have the fridge. You have the cooker, and of course you have the microwave, we have the sink. As you can see, we have used the triangle rule, where we have creating kind of a triangle there. Now that also increases the working of the kitchen, and eases the way in which exactly then you can be able to really use that kitchen. It makes the kitchen more functional. On this side, you can see we have this part, which is exactly going to be the prep area, which is very massive there, as you can see, right? So It's a very simple house, so let's go to the bedroom side. And of course, this door leads you to the common bathroom or the common toilet or the shared bathroom for the 2-bedroom. And then this door leads to the other bedroom, and also this door leads to the other bedroom, right? So well, when you're here, let's look at probably one of the bedroom, because they are more of typical bedrooms. Of course, you can see you have a bed space. And on the other side, you have the wardrobe. So that's the wardrobe area. And as you come closer here, you have the bed space, right? So there are two, and which are more similar to each other, right? So also here, as you come in, you have the common bathroom. And the common bathroom, we have the toilet or the WC. You can see we have the WC, and of course we have the shower cubicle there. And of course, now on the other side, now we have at the back of the door, we have the sink area. So everything is being catered for, but this is a very simple house, but it looks good and everything. So it's on the lower budget, and of course, this is a 40 meter squared house. Let's look at the floor plan. So as you can see, we have a very simple floor plan. So this is the entry porch. So this way we have the 2 steps and everything. So here you pull your shoes, and then you get into the lounge area. This is the TV wall. You have your 3 seaters here, and then here on this side you have your kitchen. We have a very big space here between the 2 countertops. We have a distance of around 4 feet, which is absolutely very sufficient for this type of smaller kitchen. We have here the lobby, which now leads to the 2 bedrooms, so it kind of creates a privacy area for the master bedroom. And of course, probably this might be the kids' bedroom. And then of course, here we have the bathroom, we have the WC or the toilet, we have the shower cubicle, we have the sink. Yeah, so that's make it very functional. Of course, here you have the parking area. You have the the septic tank, where exactly all the toilets and the kitchen, the waste, they're going out to be directed to the septic, and also to the septic, which exactly, or to the sewer system, right? So yeah, so that's how exactly the design looks like. I hope now this absolutely gives you an idea of what exactly you can be able to really do. And probably looking into these are very simple. Let me give you some of the dimensions. So the lounge is actually a 14 by 12, so which is probably a good sizable seating. We have a kitchen which is 8 by 7. We have the master bedroom, which is a 10 by 10. We have the bathroom, which is a 5 feet by 5 feet. We have the bedroom too, which is around 9 by 9 feet. And of course, you can see it has a wardrobe area. It has a bed space. And of course, also the other bedroom has, it has a wardrobe area. It has the bed space and everything. So that's how it looks like. So I hope this is actually a very simple plan, which you can actually go ahead and actually implement. And of course, we're going to make a video now explaining to you how much this house is actually going to cost you to really build. So if you have any kind of a question, probably you can comment down below or reach out to us, and then maybe we can discuss about your project. But if you want architectural design, structural design, or you want any consultation in terms of building a house, and then we are the right people actually can be able to contact us. And of course, we do building and of course doing the construction, and coming to your site and doing site visit, doing the construction, the actual construction, and of course designing for you, and also doing the construction. So see you in the next one. I'm Jimo the Builder, and I'm so grateful for you watching all the way to this point. Go ahead and actually subscribe, and go ahead and also share with your friend who might really be aspiring to build a starter home, or also a home they can call theirs, right? So see you in the next one. God bless you.